I mean, for me, you know, I come in, and like I was telling Jerry last night, if you had to pick a place to play this first game for a black player in the NBA, if you want a place where a little controversy and that kind of stuff, you know, Rochester, New York was the right place. It's cold up there, you know, nobody hates anybody when it's wintertime. You know, you see white folks pushing black folks' cars in the snow and vice versa, you know. It's amazing. And then May comes. Everybody go back to hating each other, you know. But I said the game was uneventful.
And this, so that your first game was in Rochester, New York. Rochester,
New York.
And it was Halloween?
Halloween.
Now, were you nervous before this game?
No, no. I took it lightly. I said, well, you know, I said, man, they're not worried about me. They probably think I'm a goblin anyhow. You know, it's Halloween. They done brought this fool out here in this costume. But, I mean, you're an athlete. When you get right down to it, once you make that team, you're a basketball player.
And how did the team respond to you?
As, you know, if they think you can help, you don't have a problem. And I'm sure there were people on my own team that probably would rather I had not been there, but they're smart enough. See, this is where the college thing comes in. They're smart enough, you know. If they say something derogatory, not only are they going to offend me, they're going to offend some of his white teammates.
And this was really the first time, I guess, for a long period of time, extended period of time, where you were living in a predominantly white environment.
That's no question. You know, you've heard the term defining moments. Well, when I went to my first training camp with the Washington Capitals, and you've been treated like a fourth-class citizen all your life, and the fact that you might be a little inferior, even though my folks took special pains, you know, to reassure me about my words, it creeps in. Because when they finish reassuring you about your worth, and you get on the city bus, and it sees a sign that says for colored, so it kind of tatters those edges of them telling you about your self-worth. Now you go into this training camp from Little West Virginia State College. We got 900 people, we crowded. And I'm in camp with guys that I read about. Dick Snitka was from Ohio State, was the player of the year, the college player of the year. Bill Sharma was All-American at Southern California. And you had a guy from UCLA, from North Carolina State, Georgetown. I mean, these are fabled programs. And here I am. And the first question you ask yourself quietly is, do I belong? And, you know, in the first couple of 3 days, I mean, you're so awestruck. I mean, you go about your business. And then about the fourth day, you start looking at them kind of funny. And then the fifth day, a bulb lights up. And the bulb says, hey, man, they know better than you are, man. Then some of them not as good as you are. And when a young black kid who's come through what I went through, that is true. That when you step into that kind of situation, I mean, it's hard enough just blending in at lower areas, but you step into a professional team for the first time, and that's your first major contact with white people. But you know, competitive juices knows no color. If you can compete, you're going to compete. And I contend that the conference I played in, the CIAA, which is now called the Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association, then it was colored. But here's the rub. During that time, I started college in 1946. During that time, white schools were not available to a lot of guys. And most, I say most because some of the guys stayed in New York and some stayed in Philly, but most of the black talent on the Eastern Seaboard, basketball-wise, found their way into CIAA school. So the competition was fierce. I mean, boy, if you couldn't compete, you in the wrong place. And they talk trash, them East Coast guys, they talk all that trash to you. You don't want them talking trash to you, so you got to compete. So I, inadvertently, without my knowledge, this conference and my coaches got me ready.
And so after just a few days of being in that training camp, you could begin to measure yourself, and you realized there's no problem here. I can do this.
I couldn't wait to get to practice. I couldn't wait. Once you find out that, hey, this is your stage also.